Assalamu alaikum, my name is Salim Siddiqui, and you're watching a HotConflict.com video series talking about the importance of Eid, the great celebration, Eid al-Akbar, Eid al-Adha, the Eid of the sacrifice. And we said that during this time of Eid, this great, noble, auspicious occasion, that Muslims all over the world are gathered together to celebrate the great festival with their families and pray and celebrate the praises of their Lord. All of them bowing their heads towards Mecca, the holy house in the Arabian Peninsula that Abraham and Ishmael built with their noble hands to worship the one true God. And we said that we're continuing to give you a story in a way that you never heard it before, in the language of English, that this tale has never been told, in a way that you can understand this methodology, transported and disseminated over the internet and the technology so anybody who can hear the word will understand. And it's an auspicious occasion, an amazing thing, something that has never happened before on the face of the earth. Well, yes, I said that I am making a claim that is bolder and more magnanimous than anybody else has ever made a claim. I am claiming for the first time, greater than any guru or whistleblower or any other thing, that there is nothing, absolutely nothing special about me, but that the fact that the story that I'm telling you is so incredible and amazing and makes so much sense and answers so many questions, if not all of them. But we said the story must go on, and there are still some issues that we must talk about, so we have to remind ourselves of the fundamentals. The fundamentals of the story have always remained the same, and that is that there's only one God. Forget about all the misconception and misdirection on all the labels and misunderstanding. We said that we must remember that fundamental truth, that there's only one God. The way to understand the Lord Most High is as the light. And any other description or icon or image or symbol, or trinity or triangle or pyramid or sign or zodiac, doesn't represent the light. God is glorious and most high. He cannot be conceived or imagined in the brain of any of the sons of Adam. But we said that God created Adam, and we have a soul, all of us sons of Adam. And that this whole story that I'm telling you has been planned out and organized and revealed to those who understood the truth of the light. Every prophet who bore the truth of the light, from Adam to Noah to Moses to Jesus and all the other prophets in between, all the way down in the chain of the story that we're telling you to the Prophet Muhammad, who gave us the word and his statements of knowledge and preserved for all time. And I'm telling you this strange tale that answers all of the questions that humanity has ever asked of a Western audience, explaining all of the sciences and knowledge that we have ever pondered here in the Western modern world. And I'm telling you a tale of the ancients in a new way, and it's answering for you all of your questions in a way that you have never heard before in the English language. And I said that everything that I'm talking about is called Islam, the story of the truth, and the one who understands and submits to the true story, Islam, is called a Muslim, meaning someone who submits to the truth. And ignore any of the names and policies and groups that people might have misdirected you in today. I don't represent any group or nation or society. I'm a free man, born and raised, with a soul, with the ability to speak in a land that, as far as I know, called America, anyone can speak the truth. And I'm not uncovering any top secret government project. I'm not involved in anything to do with any covert operation. I am just somebody who has been able to do what our prophet told us by the very first order of God, and that is to read. And I have been all over the world reading different things, And I got to the point in the story where I said we must always remember that there is a battle between light versus darkness. And of the other side, there are many who are fighting against us. And they have always tried to misdirect and confuse you and wrap you up in darkness when you should be searching for the truth of the light. And that if you understand the whole story, then you would never think of harming any of the other sons of Adam, as all of us who are sons of Adam are trying to find the light. And we just finished the part about talking about the African American people and their noble nature by their very creation, that as dark as their skin may be, they have been blessed with internal connections closer than any other people on the face of the earth, with both the communication of the word and the rhythm of the soul, a gift that none of the other races have as greatly as they do, and it is a blessing for them. But we said that we're going to tell the tale in a way that you never heard of before. And so again, it becomes incumbent upon me to explain what really happens when somebody, and we're claiming that on the earth, no one has ever spoken this story in the English language, that the truth has never been revealed to mankind spoken in this language that I'm speaking to you. I'm making a stupendous claim that I, the son of a man named Shamshad Ali Siddiqui, am being blessed by the Lord Most High with an honorable gift of telling you something that you have never heard before. But we said we were in a strange place in America. And I'm not trying to explain things as some guru or some futurist. I'm not trying to create some kind of cult following. I understand that people are searching for the truth and always looking for the light, but no one has ever on the face of the earth come to you in the English language and told you the story that I'm now telling. And the reason why I'm able to tell it to you is still more amazing. So if I am revealing the truth and not just some false prophecy, we said in the story that you know that the Prophet Muhammad is the seal of the prophets, bearing the final word, and so anybody who comes after him is a false prophet. And if I were to make claims that were unsubstantiated, that I knew things that nobody knew, then I would be saying nonsense myself. But I have told you from the beginning of this story that everything in the story that I have told you is verifiable and searchable amongst the knowledge of mankind. So still the tale sounds so strange. And so as I give the caveat that I am not someone who makes predictions, meaning I'm not like some guru that you can go to and pay $5 and he tells you your fortune and says, next week, use these numbers on the lottery. That's such misguidance and ignorance. Although there are people who might have knowledge of numbers and astronomy and zodiac and fortune telling and all kinds of false truths and lies, as we know that the forces of evil are always there to misdirect people and to make them believe something that they shouldn't believe. So if you're listening to this story, then you should know that I am no one to be followed. I'm just a son of Adam, and I sin and make mistakes. And there is nothing great in me except for that I had been given a blessing of a gift. And every time a person tells the story of the truth and they say that they're telling you the story of the truth, they must admit that it is not because of them that they have the ability to tell the story. But they still must prove to you how it is that they can tell the tale. So we said in the United States of America that one of the greatest burdens that we bore was this stain of slavery. Because in our tale that we said of light versus darkness, all of the sons of Adam are free. And we referenced the fact that the leaders of this country, called America, when they founded this country, were searching for the light. And as I told you, if we talk about the story in its totality, then obviously everybody should know the truth of the reality and all of it will make sense. And that there won't be any way to mask the truth or confuse yourself if you're not understanding what I'm speaking of at this point and the dramatic claims that I'm making, please go back and listen to the beginning of the story. And so here again, I must just say the truth that has been hard to say. I had hesitated mentioning it, but since I'm telling the story of the truth of the light, I'm going to disclose to you a personal problem. And as always is the case, someone who is admitting the story of the truth must tell you what they have not been successful in. But now that I understand the story, it is not as burdensome and painful as it once was.